at an affordable price. Choose Bethany College. Learn more about your good life at bethanylb.edu.
The Quarterback Club of Lindsborg is proud to support athletics in the Smoky Valley. Join us each Tuesday at 7 a.m. in the Bethany College cafeteria to hear from all the Vikings and Swedes sports coaches.
Game day starts and finishes at Farley's Bar and Grill in downtown Lindsborg. Located at 101 North Main, this upscale, one-of-a-kind establishment offers a wide variety of drink and food specials. Come try their jalapeno poppers, coconut chicken tenders, or their classic Monte Cristo. Then wash it down with an ice-cold beer or tall glass of wine. Farley's Bar and Grill at the corner of Lincoln and Main in downtown Lindsborg. Farley's, your game day headquarters for the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes. Auburn Pharmacy is your local hometown Lindsborg pharmacy. Located at 216 North Harrison Street. Proudly supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes.
People's Bank and Trust is proud to support the Lindsborg community and the athletes at Smoky Valley High School and Bethany College. I'm Ryan Biegert, branch manager at the Lindsborg location for People's Bank and Trust, a proud native of Lindsborg, and I'm ready to be your banker. People's Bank and Trust, meeting the needs of our community and always improving the way we do business. Located at 201 South Main in Lindsborg, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Vikes and go Swedes.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binks along with Carson Byers, Jared Bays helping us out at the controls, and the Vikings and the Concordia Panthers in Game 2 boys action. The Vikings come in averaging 58.5 points per game, led in scoring by Lane Schrog at 14, Cole Brumbaugh at 12.5, and the Vikings, Hebel and Snyder at 9.5 each. I didn't know the Vikings would have this much scoring ability. And now they really are starting to put an identity together.
Well, yeah, that's really been the big surprise of the season. Coach Snyder said this multiple times when you've talked to him, is they're scoring in ways that they need to score, and getting points off turnovers, and finding open looks. They're not forcing the three ball. They're getting open threes, and that's why playing inside out, attacking the rim, and that's why they're scoring so many points.
Well, it is, and they've got another score that they're facing tonight. Last week, or Tuesday night, it was Montgomery kid from southeast of Saline. Tonight it's a Reed kid coming in at 25.5 points. Are the Vikings going to be able to stop Dylan Reed?
Well, this is a guy 2 years ago in Sub-State that I think scored almost 30 on us in that game. We won that game, but yeah, he's a really talented player. And, I know they've been scouting him, and so we'll see how they do. I think we got a lot of quick guys that can, get steals. I would assume maybe put Blake Hebel on him is what they would probably do. So we'll see how Blake does. It'll be an interesting matchup.
Well, you had a chance to talk with Coach Snyder earlier tonight. We'll play that for you right now. And welcome back to more Viking Pregame. I'm Binks along with Coach Doug Snyder as you get ready to come home again. It's always nice to get back home. It's always nice to get your first win on the road, and a couple of positives to bring into tonight.
Yeah, nice to be back. Our schedule before Christmas is pretty nice, and that we have a home game, road game, home game all the way throughout. And it was nice to go. We had a short first trip just down to Southeast and played a good Southeast team, but I thought it was a good test for us. I thought it allowed us to work on some things that we needed to do better. We made some improvements. We cut our turnovers down from 27 to 10. We shot like 32% better from the free throw line, which isn't hard when you only shoot 25% the first game. But it was a step in the right direction, and it was a good game from the standpoint that it went back and forth. We got off to a slow start, got a nice lead, they cut into it, and that happened 2 or 3 times, and until finally down the stretch, our guys made enough plays to finish it off and end it with a nice win. So it was really a good night for us overall.
You had some good individual performances too, and maybe the defense wasn't quite as good as you wanted, but you're getting a feel and getting a little bit of comfort in your team.
Yeah, I think, defensively, I think, unfortunately, our expectations are just higher than what they have been. And I don't mean that as any negative toward any of our other teams. It's just that we know the quickness we have on the court at times, and we feel like there were just a couple of letdowns last game where we don't expect those to be letdowns. But offensively, we've gotten some nice outputs. I thought Cole shot the ball well. Lane had another nice offensive game. I think Blake had 10 points and around 9 boards, which was flipped from the game before. Chris Mullen had some nice hustle plays defensively, including a big one late, but had a couple of nice post moves in the first half. Cade came in off the bench, got us warmed up with an early 3. So we're really getting input from a lot of different guys doing a lot of different things. And Matt Lucas came in and got a couple of beautiful putback baskets in the first half that really kind of kept the momentum going. So I think guys are accepting their roles and understanding their roles really well. The really cool thing about this team is they just really play. They just get after it. They don't care who does well. They just want the team to do well.
And it was good to finish the game off late. When it was close late, then you expanded the lead a little bit and got the victory on the road.
Yeah, always nervous, though, at the end. You're never quite sure, especially when you start a new season. You just haven't really been in those scenarios a lot to see how your guys are going to respond. But, we had Cole step to the line and make some big free throws. Blake stepped to the line late and hit some free throws. And guys really made plays late when they had to on both ends of the court. And that's the kind of play you're going to have as you continue through the season.
Now you got a Concordia team coming in 1-1. They've had a big output, 70-some points on their victory, but only 50 on the other. So not really sure what to know about this team.
Yeah, it's been Concordia's kind of been one of those teams over the years that has been kind of an awkward rivalry game for us. We always seem to meet them in sub-state at some point or have a chance of meeting them, and they kept us from going a number of years, and we usually lost to them in the first round or maybe early second, and then the last 3 we've been able to take care of business there, and we've kind of had their number the last few years. But this is a good Concordia team. They bring back their best player in the Reed kid who can score lights out at any given time. They do have a couple of injuries here or there. I don't think Monson's going to play tonight. He's their senior counterpart to Reed. But they have a nice sophomore class that, very similar to us, plays extremely hard. They're very physical. So they present some challenges for us and some things we're going to have to figure out as the night goes on.
But it's a home game, so that always helps.
It does, and I think, we've got to continue to play with the same defensive intensity. We got to play off that energy from our home crowd. I know our guys are happy to be back. I know they want to get that first win at home out of the way too, but this is another one that could easily come right down to the wire at the end.
We hope it's a victory. Good luck.
Thanks.
Doug Snyder of the Vikings will be back with more pregame right after this.
People's Bank & Trust takes pride in its heritage of service to the customer and features 12 locations in central Kansas. People's Bank & Trust, a proud supporter of Smoky Valley and Bethany College. Member FDIC.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Ask for Kasasa.
Warning. Free Kasasa checking may lead to a rise in disposable income due to cashback on everyday debit card purchases, refunds on ATM fees, and elimination of so-called service fees. Increased satisfaction may result while operating your debit card. If you suffer from chronic money loss, search for Kasasa online.
This has been a financial health advisory courtesy of Kasasa. It's like money medicine for your shopping habit.
Offered locally at the Bank of Tuscan. Member FDIC. Lindsborg Community Hospital and Family Healthcare Clinic, supporting concussion safety and impact testing for all athletes who call the Smoky Valley home. Dr. Luke Rosebrough has joined the Lindsborg Community Hospital and Family Healthcare Clinic. Board certified in family medicine, Dr. Rosebrough is accepting new patients for all members of your family. Well child care and healthcare management for acute and chronic conditions. Call the clinic for an appointment at 785-227-3371. Visit lindsborghospital.org for more information. Celebrating 75 years in 2019, we are your partner in healthcare.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binks along with Carson Byers. We've got Cameron Rogers also joining us here. He's observing a little bit, so we may hear a little bit from him. But Concordia comes in with their big leading scorer, Dylan Reed, at 25 points per game, followed by Carlgan with 8. Monson, who's not going to be available tonight, he had a high ankle sprain. He's at 10 points per game. Trost at 13 points per game. So they have some pretty balanced scoring besides the big guy, Dylan Reed.
Yeah, they do. This is a really tough Concordia team. The Vikings are going to have to play like they did those first 2 games on defense to keep those guys in check. And I think they will. They'll get those hustle plays. And, hopefully the scoring continues for them.
And the Vikings again led in scoring by Lane Shrug at 14 points per game. Cole Brumbaugh 12.5. Blake Hebel 9.5. Cade Snyder 9.5. 5 for Chris Mullen. And Chris has done a good job. Carson Winholtz at just 4 points per game. But Chris has certainly done a good job inside for being a pretty much first-year player.
Yeah, and, everyone's chipping in. You don't have one big scorer like a Dylan Reed like Concordia has, but a lot of guys are chipping in, and that's where they're getting their points from. And, yeah, Chris, he's done really well this year. Not forcing anything, taking smart shots, and the Vikings need that.
Well, it'll be exciting for the Vikings here tonight. The Vikings at home tonight, and then on the road Tuesday night, back at home against Halstead, state champion, I believe, last year.
Yeah.
And then on the road at Hoisington to finish out the year. So a lot of basketball yet to be played before the Christmas break.
Yeah, a lot of room for improvement, too.
Yeah, no question about that. We'll see how everything goes. We won't have a national anthem tonight. You had a little bit of a scouting report there. Anything you want to highlight from Coach Snyder before we do starting lineup?
Yeah, defensively, this team, they kind of run a lot of different things, mainly man-to-man, but you'll probably see some zone tonight, too. On offense, it obviously runs through Reed, and they run a lot of motion offense, but, this team is one-on-one, and we don't really know a whole lot from them because they got a lot of guys coming back, so you can't really look at that 7-13 record from last year and think too much, so it'll be interesting to see.
Time for starting lineups. What do you got?
Yeah, I'll start with Concordia. They start a 6-foot sophomore, Wyatt Trost, a 5'6" freshman, Drew Benfer, a 6'2" sophomore, Chaz Carlgren, a 6'3" senior, Dylan Reed, and a 6-foot junior, Jacob Rosenbaum.
So for Coach Rowe and his Concordia Panthers, it's Trost, Owen, Carlgren, Reed, and Rosenbaum. How about the Vikings tonight?
Yeah, for the Vikings, they start a 5'11" senior, Lane Schrog, 6-foot senior, Cole Brumbaugh, a 5'10" senior, Carson Winholtz, a 6-foot senior, Blake Hebel, and a 6'4" senior, Chris Mullen.
Coach Snyder will send out his normal lineup of Schrog, Brumbaugh, Winholtz, Hebel, and Mullen. The Vikings in their home white uniforms, black lettering, black numerals, trimmed in orange, and orange and black and white striping down the side. And Concordia in their red uniforms with white striping a little bit down the side, white lettering, white numerals, trimmed in black, and it says Panthers on the side of the uniforms of the Concordia Panthers. The Vikings and the Panthers, game 2. Game 1 went to the Concordia Panthers in the girls' side, although they tried to make it exciting, got as close as 4 in the second half, got as close as 4 early third quarter after being down by 14. But they finally fall by the score of 57-42, or 48.
I said this before the girls' game, and I think it rings true here. Hit shots, take care of the ball, and play hard, and it should be a fun night.
Should be a fun night, no question about that. The Vikings looking for their first home victory. They got their first road victory Tuesday night at southeast of Saline. Leading scorers in that game were Lane Schrog with 14, 15 for Cole Brumbaugh, 10 for Blake Hebel, 8 for Cade Snyder. Reed will jump center against Mullen, I am assuming. We'll see who jumps in the center circle there. It'll be Chris Mullen. The Vikings will be shooting on the east end of the Viking gym. Concordia on the west. We're sitting right behind the scorers table, so it'll be to our right. Well, this is an interesting change. The head referee has glasses on in this game. Maybe they'll do a little bit better. Controlled by Concordia. Reed, as their biggest guy, goes back and gets the ball, and he will start the possession off, bringing it up get it up to Trost. Trost pressure Viking defense. Good job by the Vikings. Owen gets it around to Dylan Reed. Reed with the dribble in the lane, elevates shot, good. So you got to be ready for this guy.
Took him no time to get his first bucket.
Yeah, about 30 seconds. 2-0 Con. Lane Schrog has it. Gets in a little trouble. Has to go to Blake Hebel. Has it. Almost knocked away, but saved. Cole Brumbaugh with it right in front of the Concordia bench. We're just underway here. Concordia scored on their first possession. Lane still with it, guarded by Trost. Lane with the crossover dribble down on the side, gets it off to Winholtz. Carson Winholtz in the lane. Has to get it off to Blake Hebel. Blake with the dribble drive, foul, and Blake Hebel will have 2 free throws. Good motion offense by the Vikings. Harlgren with the foul. First team foul. Blake Keeble free throw, too strong off the back iron. Vikings struggling a little bit from the free throw line.
Yeah. They were a little better in game 2. But something I'd like to see them get even better at is into game 3.
Second one is good. 2-1. Each team has scored on their first possession. Trost in the backcourt gets it off to Owen. Up to Reed. In the front court, Trost. Bounce pass inside. Knocked away. Stolen. Good job. Viking turnover. Concordia.
Run.
Lane into Mullen. His shot up. Whoa!
What a find by Lane Schrog. And they got out and ran. And Chris Mullen
nice
right there for the bucket.
Body control by Mullen.
He's got a smile on his face after that one.
He should have after that.
Yeah.
Baseline pass into the cheerleaders. Turnover number 2, Concordia. The Vikings looking good early here.
Yeah, absolutely.
3-2 Viking lead. 6.5 minutes left to go. First quarter just underway, really. Here's Carson Winholt, started by Owen. It's a screen from Mullen.
And get a moving screen on Chris Mullen.
What?
I think Coach Snyder's asking the same question.
Well, I don't think they ever came over and said a foul. They never put anything up on the... I thought maybe it was 3-second call.
Oh, I don't know what they called that.
There's a shot inside, missing, rebound, Vikings. Hebel gets it. I think it was a 3-second violation. Here's Lane Schrog in the lane. Good!
Twice Lane has got out and ran.
We'll go as a turnover because I think it was a 3-second violation. We'll find out from Coach Henderson and Jareen O'Lean at the score table right in front of us here in a little bit. Reed with it. 5-2 Vikings. Pass across to Trost. His 2-pointer. Got it. Trost hits a basket. 5-4. 5-34. Here's a shot inside. Missing. Knocked out of bounds by... Ooh, I thought it was knocked out by Chris. But it'll be Viking basketball. Concordia hit it. So Viking basketball leading 5-4. Schrog to put it in play. Gets it into Hebel. Looking for Lane. Goes back to him. Top of the key. Guarded closely by Trost. Lane on the dribble now. Brings it back. He'll reset. Driving. Good job. Oh, he hit the bottom of the backboard. And turned it over. Missed the shot.
It hit him on the...
It hit him when he was out of bounds, yeah.
Trost was daring Lane to go with his left hand, and Lane did. Nice drive, just couldn't get the finish.
Just, if he got it up over there, it would have been a basket. 5-4, Vikings still leads. That goes a turnover, or is that a missed shot?
It was a missed shot, yeah.
I think it is. Reed with it, baseline corner, guarded by Mullen, way outside the three-point line now on the wing. Then gets double-teamed. Cross-court pass to Trost. Somehow he saved it. Baseline shot, missed, rebound Mullen. Good job of securing that rebound.
Run.
Up the lane. Lane at the blocks to Hebel. Hebel drive. Shot. Good. Blake Hebel on the nice drive. He's got 3. Vikings have 7 at the 4:38 mark. 7-4 Viking lead. Trost into the front court. Split a couple of defenders. Now he pulls the air out just a little bit. Out near half-court line. Vikings 3-2 or 2-3 zone. They got into that 3-2 drop zone a little bit. There's a rebound by Mullen. Good job, Chris. He went out and got another strong rebound. 2 rebounds already for Mullen. And knocked out of bounds by Concordia. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. Paige Snyder and Conrad Peterson. Well, is the bet on how long he'll be with before he gets a foul? I hope it's a long time. I hope Conrad gets some minutes tonight. Get it into Carson. Carson left all alone. Also, that's Rosenbaum. Haven't mentioned his name yet, number 31. I thought it was a new player. And Carson throws it away.
A little bit of miscommunication. Cade was trying to get open there on the wing. Going to go down as a turnover.
Is that 2?
Yep, that's 2. If we count that 3-second.
2 for Concordia as well?
Yeah.
Full court press by the Vikings. A 2-2-1 press. They'll put a little pressure on. Gets it up to Owen. Gets it into Trost. Trost dribbling between a couple of Vikings. And now we're going to call a foul on the Vikings. Cole Brumbaugh. First team foul. So Concordia ball out of bounds. 7-4 Viking lead. Owen to put it in play. Gets it into Reed. He's standing in the half-court circle. Now brings it up a little bit to Trost. Baseline corner to Carlgren. Carlgren shot too strong. Rebound. Reed somehow gets it up there. Fake 2, 3, 4, and then finally shot it and made it go 7-6. 33 remaining first quarter. Vikings with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Carson Winholtz on the dribble out front. Still on the dribble, goes to the wing. Give and go with Hebel. Carson Winholtz too strong. Rebound Reed. Reed quickly up to Trost. Trost driving the lane. Shot. Oh, soft shot. Trost. And he's got Concordia now up 8-7 with 3:06 remaining first quarter. Here's Snyder, 3, baseline miss. Rebound Rosenbaum. Concordia with a 1-point lead in the basketball. Reed way out by the half-court line. Mullen and Schrog getting ready to check back in. Go to Owen around to Trost. Backdoor cut to Reed. Trost instead goes to the basket. Everybody was going to the basket, and Trost is fouled. He'll have 2 free throws.
Trost has been really aggressive so far.
He has. He averages 13 points a game. He's a 6-foot sophomore. And the free throw's good. Little 5-0 run here by Concordia. Hebel and Winholtz out. And he makes them both. 6-0 run by Concordia to take a 3-point lead, 10-7. Snyder with it, baseline corner on the dribble out near the top. Goes over to Lane. Lane looked at a 3. He's about 6 feet beyond the arc and didn't trigger it. He'll reset the offense now. Everybody goes down low. Now Conrad comes out high. Lane in the lane, kick off to Cade. Cade Snyder drive, kick off to Conrad. Kick out to Lane. Lane in the lane. Lane in the lane. That's a pretty cool one. And the rebound by number 33. I don't have him in my book.
That's Gavin Thomas.
Thomas shot by Dylan Reed, 2. And it's good. It's 12-7. Here's a 3-pointer. Brumbaugh, no. Conrad shot, no, but he's fouled. And Conrad will have 2 free throws. Great, nice rebound by Conrad.
Yeah, and that's great to see from Conrad here early in this first quarter. Still without a foul, I might add.
Absolutely. That foul on 24, that's his second, team's second. Conrad, I'm not sure if he shot a free throw yet or not. Too strong on that one. Rosenbaum back in. Carlgren out. What's that Thomas's first name?
Gavin Thomas.
Gavin.
He's a 6'1" sophomore.
That's too short. Concordia up. Reed has it. Kick over to Thomas. Thomas double teamed on the 3-2 drop zone of the Vikings. Inside Rosenbaum, shot missing. Rebound Lane Schrog. Good block out by Lane. Quickly up to Cole. Left alone. Shot from 3. Swish. An Orrin Reinert CPA 3-pointer by Brumbaugh.
Yeah, and the Vikings missed their first 2 threes, so it's good to see Cole make that one.
Brumbaugh. First points of the night. Vikings down now by 2, 10-12. Round to Owen. Owen back to Thomas. Back to Owen. Baseline corner, Trost. Back to Owen. Minute left here in the first quarter to Reed. Reed, dribble drive. Shot on the baseline. Good. Wow. He is a shooter. Reed's got 8 of the 14 points for Concordia. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Lane Shaw kicked out of bounds or tipped out of bounds by Dylan Reed. It'll be Viking ball. Cole Brumbaugh to put it in play. 44.6 seconds remain. into Lane Schrog. Lane with it close to the Concordia bench. Trying to get something set up now. Drive in the lane. His shot up. Too strong. Rebound low. A lot of contact. Nothing called. And they'll go for one shot. 14-10. Concordia with a 4-point lead.
Vikings in this 3-2 zone.
Way extended, though, out top.
Yeah.
Cross-court pass to Trost. Trost baseline three. Missing. Reed right to Reed in the middle of the lane. His shot up. No. Rebound. Mullen knocked away. And it'll be Viking ball with 9.4 seconds remaining. They got a chance for the basket.
That was Reed's first miss of the game.
Don't forget live.smokeyvalley.org to be watching if you're listening. Here's Conrad Peterson looking for somewhere to go. Cole's going to the three. No. And our score after one quarter. Concordia 14, Smoky Valley 10. Back with quarter number 2 right after this.
The Old Stuga in downtown Lindsborg is celebrating 40 years in business. Home of the famous Brent Nelson sandwich. Visit them on South Main Street. Go Vikings and go Swedes.
Quiet second quarter now. Looks like the pep band is taking a break.
Yeah. They're good, but they are loud.
The cheer, is this a cheer and dance team, or is it just the cheer team?
That's just the cheer team.
Man, how many do they have? It looks like they have about 10 or 12 anyway, maybe more than that. A lot of entertainment value from them, the pep band, the student section. Lots of activities going on for the Vikings here tonight. After one quarter, the Vikings trail by 4. They got out to a 5-2 lead, a 7-4 lead, but then a mini run by Concordia. 8-0 run there fueled them to a 14-10 first quarter lead. First possession belongs to the Vikings. Peeble, Mullen, Johan Rockhold in for the first time. Cade Snyder. Here's a three-point by Cade. No, rebound. Reed over the top of Mullen. Got it away from him for the rebound. He brings it up across the timeline into the teeth of that Viking zone. There's a steal by the Vikings. Turnover Concordia. Cade, Snyder on the way. Too strong. Rebound Cade inside. No rebound. Concordia. Carlgan comes away with it. It's a man's boy game out there too, isn't it? Yeah. Turnover Concordia, their third, right?
Yep.
Alan Reed on the dribble drive now. Pulls it back over to Trost. Trost right in front of the Viking bench. Looks like he got away with the travel. There's a steal. Tipped away and stolen. Cade up and no good. Cade's had a couple of chances, and they're going to call a jump ball, alternating possession. It'll stay with Concordia, but...
Yeah, Cade's frustrated there, but a couple nice steals, just, couldn't convert.
Good effort. No question about it. That's their fourth turnover. Vikings still on 2.
Yep. It's been a pretty good game for the Vikings turning the ball over.
Good quarter so far. 1 minute gone here, 1 minute, 1 second gone here in the second quarter. No score yet in the second quarter. 14-10 Concordia lead. And Trost will bring it up across the timeline. Vikings, that 3-2 drop zone they like so well. They haven't done much of that 1-3-1 deflect defense. It's so good. Oh, and Trost throws it right to Blake Hebel.
It's 3 turnovers in a row.
Turnover number 5. Here comes Lane on the dribble into the front court. Crossover into the lane. Now kick out to Blake. Blake looked at the 3, wanted to trigger but didn't. It's a screen from Mullen. Blake drive all the way. Now kick out to Carson. His three-pointer. No. Rebound Blake Hebel up and good. No. It goes... And Blake Hebel will have 2 free throws.
Well, Vikings are getting great looks. Not hitting some of those open shots right now, but Blake Hebel, great find on the drive.
That's Trost first, team third. First free throw by Blake is good. 2 out of 3. Rosenbaum back in. Carlgren out. Winholtz and Schrag. Hebel, Johann Rockhold, and Mullen. Second one is good as well. 12 for the Vikings. 6:23 to go. And it's a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. 12 for the Vikings, 14 for Concordia. Back after this 30-second timeout.
There are few things more important in banking than partnering with people you know. At Bank 6, they pride themselves on being community-driven and helping customers make the best decisions with their finances. Whether it's a personal account or business loan, Bank 6 is there for you. Come see how you can secure a high-interest CD today and put the power of compounding to work. Bank 6 with 2 locations in Salina, 1900 South Ohio and 2101 East Crawford. Bank 6 is a partner you can trust. Member FDIC.
Smoky Valley is in the pain from everybody. It is Smoky Valley 12 now, Concordia 14. Blake Hebel with 3 out of 4 free throws. Conrad missed a couple. He had a couple opportunities in the front. Cole Brumbaugh hit a 3, had a shot at the buzzer for a 3. It didn't go right before the end of the quarter. New person in, number 45 for Concordia. Parker. Chase Parker.
Yeah. Vikings put a press on here.
A little bit of a token press, looks like, more than anything.
Yeah.
Owen in the backcourt to Trost, back to Owen. Ooh, almost a travel there. Now they trap him in the corner. And they get it away to Trost. Trost guarded by Rockhold. Now they drop back into a 2-3 zone. Cross from Trost inside to Reed. Reed in the lane. Shot. No. Rebound. Concordia. Owen comes away with it. Back to Reed. 5:55. Knocked out of bounds by Carson Winholtz. Good Viking half-court defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Owen will put it in play. Blonde hair, long hair. He's pretty long hair, a little curly long hair by Owen. Trost with it, far side wing right by the Viking student section. Off to Rosenbaum in the lane, missing. Rebound nicely by Johann Rockhold. Quickly up to Carson Winholtz. Blake Hebel was streaking away. Couldn't find him. Blake with it. Good fake on the path. Now back to Lane Schrag between the circles. They'll reset. Vikings trail by 2 with the ball. 14-12. Inside to Mullen. On the blocks, little floater in the lane. Off the glass. Too strong. Rebound Reed over Rockhold. And he throws it out of bounds. None of the officials saw it.
That little jump hook was a shot that Chris did really well against Southeast. Couldn't get that one to go, though.
Turnover number 6. Reed threw it up to Trost, and Trost was turned the other way, and it went right out of bounds. And it was a couple of seconds before anybody blew the whistle. They didn't know what happened. Rockhold out. Cade Snyder back in. Conrad Peterson back in. Cole Brumbaugh back in. Snyder, Brumbaugh, Hebel, Peterson, and Winholtz. Cade Snyder on the dribble drive, side of the lane, over to Winholtz. Winholtz looking back door. Goes to Hebel in the lane, missing. Oh, great drive. He just got too far under. Kind of lost the handle on the way up. Goes as a missed shot, not a turnover, but almost more of a turnover than a missed shot. But Concordia still with that 2-point lead and the ball. Around to Owen it goes. Owen between the circles. Baseline corner, Trost. Trost shot, no. Rebound, wow. Vikings wanted a foul. Parker was over the back of Conrad Peterson, and Conrad didn't foul. But Concordia got the ball and the basket, 16. That's their first basket. Here's Snyder, 3 ball, top of the key, no. Rebound, Parker. He's gotten a couple of big rebounds now. Reed with it right in front of the Viking bench. Over to Trost. Trost 3-pointer, too strong. Rebound, Dylan Reed. His drive in the baseline. Good foul, Conrad. I say good foul because you're going to make a guy like that make his free throws. Never hurts to knock the other guy's leading scorer down. Eh?
No.
I don't mean that in a bad way, but that's just make him earn it.
Yep.
Conrad's first foul. Team's second is all. No, it's third. Team third. I missed somebody's foul. Reed, free throw, good. He had 8 points in the first quarter. He's been held scoreless so far. We're halfway through the second quarter. Second Dylan Reed free throw. Got the friendly roll. Used all of the rim and the backboard on that one. I have only 18 points. I don't know how many points they got. Did I miss something? Is the score right, James? Brumbaugh with it on the drive. Shot up, a lot of contact, nothing called. Here comes Reed with it on the other way. Quickly up to Trost. Trost shot, good. And timeout, Coach Snyder.
Good timeout by Snyder as this lead's gotten up to 10 now.
3:33 left to go. Vikings down 22-12. I only have 20. I want to thank again our sponsors helping us with our portion of the broadcast, including Harriet Malari, CNL Heating and Cooling, People's Bank and Trust, Yoder Lawn and Tree Care, Farmers State Bank, Arn Reinert CPA, Smoky Valley Booster Club, Gallant Tire and Auto, Scott, Lindbergh Family Dental Care, Viking Auto, Bank of Tescott. Call Mari for your Smoky Valley real estate needs, Dr. Darrell Loader, and Midway Motors. See what we can get here.
Yeah,
I only have 6. I only have 20. But I miss somebody's points if they have 20.
Smoky Valley's really just struggled from shooting from the outside. Just 1-3. Cade Schneider's had a couple good looks, couldn't get him to go. Just need to shoot better.
Now they put it back to 20. So 20-12. Viking basketball after the made basket by Trost. 3:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Snyder. Now they've dropped back into a zone defense. Snyder out top to Winholtz. Cross court to Brumbaugh. Looked at a three, didn't trigger. Cross court to Snyder. He will trigger a three. Too strong. Rebound over the back of the backboard, and Viking turns it over. Well, no, you turn it over, just a missed shot. But Concordia now can add to their 8-point lead. It's a 6-0 run here by Concordia. Get it into the front court to Reed. Vikings stay in zone as well. No, they're man-to-man now. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Trost with it across to Reed. Oh, almost a steal by Winholtz. Reed shot too strong. Rebound inside, loose, tied up. Carlgan gets the rebound and puts it back in. Carlgan, strong rebound. Now it's 22-12, a 10-point Concordia lead. Winholtz in the front court. Now they've gone back man-to-man. Off to Snyder. Snyder wing into Winholtz. Winholtz up and good in traffic.
Good to see Carson get the bucket. Nice catch and score there for Carson.
14 for the Vikings at the 2:19 mark. Concordia, however, has 22. Into Carlgan. Carlgan dribble drive. Carlgan left-handed shot missing. Oh, the Vikings battle for it. Ends up in the hands of Parker. He's been a beast since he's come in. He's got 4 points, but more importantly, he's gotten a bunch of rebounds. 2 minutes left. Here's Snyder, three-point pocket corner, in and out, no good. Rebound Parker over Carson Winholtz, or over Conrad Peterson.
Threes are not falling tonight.
Reed with it on the dribble, out top, guarded by Winholtz. Crossover, screen from Owen, back to Owen. His dribble in the lane, kick out. Carlgren looked at the three, he didn't trigger. Carlgren off to Reed, minute 30 left to go. First half, Concordia up by 10 and the ball. Trost outside. Coach Rowe calling a play. And a steal by Snyder. Snyder all the way up and missed it. Rebound Carson Winholtz. And out of bounds. Great hustle by Carson. But he couldn't finish the breakaway. Coach after him, go up on the left side strong. Don't try to go under.
Yeah.
It's hard. Hard to play for your dad, I'm sure. Now a minute 11 left to go. Concordia with the ball, up by 10. In a low-scoring game, 24-14. Owen knocked away by Brumbaugh. It'll stay with Concordia.
Yeah,
1:01 to go. Go ahead.
Vikings need to try to get this into single digits for the half.
Get a stop here and get a basket on the other end. We'd like to see that. Reed going to take his time across the timeline. He went in the backcourt to get the ball. Still on the dribble, gets it off to Carlgren, gets it off to Reed. Reed double teamed in the lane, too strong. Rebound Mullen. Good job, Chris. Get in there. Here comes Lane Shrug quickly up. Winholtz inside to Blake Hebel. Shot good. Nice job to get the ball to Blake Hebel to finish. 30 seconds left. 24-16. Vikings trail. We'll put a little press on.
Try to move things along a little bit.
Quickly up to Carlgren. 30-pointer baseline pocket corner miss. And a reach-in foul by Owen. No question about that foul. 14.4 seconds left to go. Vikings have time to go down and get a basket. That's their fourth team foul. Surprised they're not putting a little pressure on the Vikings here with 14 seconds left to go. They'll pick them up at half court. 10 seconds now, 9-8. Winholtz with it. Gets a screen from Mullen. Around the lane, three-pointer missing. Mullen with the rebound. Oh, he can't put it back, but Cole Brumbaugh does. Cole Brumbaugh with a putback right before the buzzer. And the Vikings close the gap, 24-16, our halftime score. Or 24-18, pardon me, 24-18, our halftime score. We'll be back to wrap this up. Plus, I think we're going to be joined by Coach Larry Vanderweg. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score time and money. Call State Farm agent Anthony Hopkins, 785-472-4426 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Lindsborg Community Hospital and the family.
The Wildfires are dancing tonight to My Boyfriend's Back. Wildfire team members are Captain Taylor Barnes, Captain Elena McMillan, Carissa Kindlesparger, Carrie Elliott, Grayson Bauer, Braden DeSalt, Riley Ebert, Emma Liddick, the Wildfires. Wildfires. They are under the direction of Angela DeLiso.
and they had, I think, 24 turnovers. And
yeah,
Concordia shot the ball pretty well, 40%. And they had 7 turnovers. And Vikings did a good job, especially in that second quarter, turning Concordia over, getting out and running. Didn't convert on all of those, but overall, pretty good half for the Vikings. Especially good to cut that lead down just to just 6.
I'll get you to pass your headset back to Coach Vanderweg, who's joining us now for a couple of comments about the girls' game. The girls had a tough. You can stay back there. He's going to come up here and join us. Smoky Valley girls 7-7 after 1 quarter, but then Concordia kind of caught fire. We actually scored the first point of the second quarter, 8-7 lead, and then they went on an 18-0 run. I'm sure you don't need to be reminded of that, but they certainly showed that they were a pretty good team right there.
Yeah, we really, get rid of the second quarter, and we're right there with them for sure, and actually outscored them in the second half. And got our big in some foul trouble and just got out of sync. And offensively, we just didn't have any energy for whatever reason in that first half. So didn't have any rhythm at all or anything like that.
You must have had a really good halftime talk, though, because you came out with a 10-0 spurt to start the second half, and that really seemed to get everybody focused again. And then you played, like you say, you outscored them the second half.
Yeah, really proud of the way they competed in that second half and fought back. And even late in the third quarter, Concordia was ready to put us away. I can't remember. I want to say it's about a 10 or 14-point deficit, or headed in that direction. And again, the girls fought back, and I think we got it within 3 or so.
Got it at 42-38, with about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, so. And as runs go, the 5 that were creating that run kind of ran out of gas. And I was worried about that. But others stepped in and played well too, so it wasn't just a certain 5 that. But you kind of get a flow going, and then you kind of run out of gas. And then that Miller girl,
she caught fire in the second half. She had 22 points. I had her for 22 points for the game, and she only had 4 at halftime, so she scored 18 points in the second half.
And 12 of those were in the fourth quarter, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, she would get it on the break, and we just didn't quite close out on her. And every time we got close, she'd hit about a 10-foot runner or
something,
a jump shot, and just wouldn't let us get over the top, which is a credit to her. And we just got to recognize the shooter a little bit better.
Yeah, you do, but still, I think the team grew again. You grew in the fact that you can get down and have some tough moments in the game, and look like you're ready to quit, and then all of a sudden you come out of the halftime with a big spurt and get back in the game, make it exciting. Got as close as 20. I can find my notes here. 21. Got as close as 21-25 after that 10-0 run. So that got the crowd into it again, got everybody excited, and really played close from there on out.
I'm proud of how we competed in the second half for sure, when it would have been real easy just to fold the tent and go home, and we didn't do that. But at the same time, moral victories don't count for much. I mean, at some point, we've got to quit turning the ball over. We had 27 turnovers again, I think.
I had us down for only 17.
17, okay. Well, I'll take yours. I'll take your stats. But at some point, we gotta tighten that up a little bit. We had 2 turnovers in like the first 3 possessions of the game, and we've showed if we take care of the ball, we've got some things where we can score. And even in the first half, we got some decent shots. They just didn't go in.
I want to really point out Lana Clark. I thought she really had an exceptional second half for her.
She really did, and she's inside there outsized. Quite often she's outsized, but she does. She works her tail off, and yes, made things happen. I think 11 points, and made things happen, rebounding and just scrappiness as well.
Yeah, and scrappy was Kira Axon too. She had most of her points, 9 of her points in the fourth quarter. She really did scrap hard too as well.
Yep.
But then you got to turn the book and go next week to Tuesday to a place that's always tough for any team to play, and that's on the road at Heston.
That's right. And we got Heston. So there's no rest for the whatever it is, weary or wicked or whatever it is. There's no rest. It's time to get out and be ready to compete again. And Heston will be as tough as they always are in Heston.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and visiting. Everybody's anxious to get your point of view and get your thoughts on how the team's doing, and keep up the hard work.
Thank you, Donnie. Appreciate it.
Larry Vanderweg of the Vikings. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have second half action. Boys trailing 24-18 back right after this.
Lowest rates, flexible plans, exceptional customer service, and coverage for everywhere you are. Say goodbye to being just a number. Say hello to something different at Next Tech Wireless.
I really appreciate the faculty and staff here at Bethany. They care about their students, and they're helping them achieve their goals and to be successful.
It's a Christian-based college, and I felt that he was in the right hands when I left him here.
We chose Bethany College so my son could have a good life.
If you want inspired learning at an affordable price, choose Bethany College. Learn more about your good life at bethanylb.edu.
Farmers State Bank of Lindsborg, located at 447 Harrison Street, is proud to support the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes. Good luck, Vikings, and good luck, Swedes. Member FDIC.
Game day starts and finishes at Farley's Bar and Grill in downtown Lindsborg. Located at 101 North Main, this upscale, one-of-a-kind establishment offers a wide variety of drink and food specials. Come try their jalapeno poppers, coconut chicken tenders, or their classic Monte Cristo. Then wash it down with an ice-cold beer or tall glass of wine. Farley's Bar and Grill at the corner of Lincoln and Main in downtown Lindsborg. Farley's, your game day headquarters for the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes.
Hey, Jared. As we start the second half, the Vikings have the ball. Carson Winholtz, Cole Brumbaugh, Blake Hebel, Chris Mullen, and Lane Schrog the same way they started the game. Concordia will start the same way also. Here's a three-pointer by Cole. No. Rebound. And knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. Reed wanted a foul over there, nothing called, and it's Concordia basketball.
That was a decent first look there for Cole. Vikings just going to have to make shots this second half.
Are you keeping track of threes? We made 1 3. We haven't made any.
Yeah, just one three. I think we're one of 6, I think.
Inside to Reed, guarded by Winholtz. That's a mismatch. Missing on the shot, though, and then last touch by Concordia, out of bounds. Turnover, Concordia. Yeah, really proud of the Vikings' turnovers, but it hasn't translated into points yet. 6-point Concordia lead here at halftime, 24-18. Nobody scored yet in the first possession each of the first half. Carson Winholtz now on the dribble, guarded by Owen. Man-to-man for Concordia. Carson Winholtz all the way to the baseline, drive in the lane. Shot. Good!
Wow.
Carson.
What an aggressive drive by Carson Winholtz.
Maybe found out that's a mismatch. It's something that we can take advantage of. The Vikings get the first points, 20-24. There's a steal by Lane. Anticipated that pass, and good for Lane.
Go dunk that next time, Lane. Come on now.
22. It's actually a 6-0 run because we got the last points of the quarter on a putback by Cole Brumbaugh. There's Lane getting a little bit too aggressive. Is that Lane's first foul? I think it is. He sat out the second quarter over there at Southeast Saline with 2 fouls, and then came back and had a big second half, third quarter. Carlgan with it. Girls standing in the way here. Vikings come up with the steal, and turnover Concordia. Second of the half already. Winholtz on the corner baseline, far side, off the lane. He's going to launch a 3-ball. That's off. Rebound. Lane gets his own rebound in the lane. Out to Cole. His 3-pointer. It's off. Rebound. Mullen, good job by not fouling. And Reed gets the shot to go. Vikings try to stop it, but can't. And it's 26-22. And now we got a whistle. No shot.
They're going to wave off the shot, but that was a great take by Lane.
Red Ford Trost on the foul.
Yeah, I think it was against Southeast Saline that he came out in that third quarter really aggressive. He's doing that again here.
Lane to put it in play, gets it into Blake. Blake Hebel in the lane, got it to go. Blake Hebel, 9 points now.
Yeah, he's had a nice game.
24-26, 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Trost, dribble drive. Now he pulls it out. Lane Shaw closely guarding him. They don't start their 5 count very well. Trost all the way inside. Parker, shot blocked, and Parker will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
It's pretty good defense, though, by Chris.
No question. And that's Chris's first foul.
With 2 tosses, Chase Parker.
Going to get to some scores here for you in just a minute. First free throw missing. My son sent me some pictures that I'm trying to get to him. Halftime lead. Pups lead Derby 22-18 at the half in the boys action. Second free throw by Parker missed as well. And we got a whistle and a foul. Nobody knows what's going on.
I think they called a lane violation.
He blows his whistle and then doesn't tell anybody what's going on. Derby comes in and beats McPherson in girls action by the score of 47-35. But Parker gets a chance at the second one. He missed them both. But a late whistle on the lane violation. And that's a benefit for Concordia as they get the second one. 27-24, 3-point. Concordia lead. Carson Winholt, deep corner, now brings it out top of the key. Still on the dribble. Kicks it out to Blake Hebel. He'll give it to Lane Schrag right in front of the Viking bench to reset. Lane brings it out even a little farther. Now resets. 5.5 minutes to go. Lane dribble drive side of the lane. Now kicks it off to Cole. Cole in the lane. Shot from the free throw line. Good.
There's a good look for Cole. Little pull-up jumper.
Cole's got 7. Vikings within 1. 26-27 here in the third quarter. Back to my Rockingham Media scores. Trost kicks it out to Carlgan. Carlgan got whistled for the travel. I don't think that was a travel, but we'll take it. That's turnover number 10, I believe, isn't it?
I have him for 11.
11, okay.
Yeah.
Halftime. Bueller and Salina South are tied. Salina Central 26, Great Bend 21. Abilene 13, or trails Augusta 13-9. Halstead 37, Minneapolis 34. A few scores from around the area. Here it's Mullen in the side of the lane. On the blocks, his shot missing. Rebound. The little guy gets the rebound, Vigney. Here's Trost in the lane. Too strong. Rebound, Carlgren. Shot. No. And a foul.
Fouls on the Vikings, number 52, Chris Mullen, his second.
Mullen now has picked up 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter. Trost to put it in play. Concordia leads by 1 point. Get it into Reed, way out top, closely guarded by Lane Schrag now. Conrad Peterson has checked in, and Cade Snyder has checked in. Over to Carlgren. Carlgren drive in the lane, elevates, shot, no. Rebound, Lane Schrag. Reed tried to knock it away from him, but nothing called. Boy, a lot of contact there. Here's Cole. Across to Cade, to Lane, outside. Thought Concordia was in a zone, but they're still man-to-man. Here's Lane, shot. Oh, missed it badly. And look, Cole Brumbaugh saves it. Cade Snyder gets it out. The Vikings get a chance to reset. Good effort by Cole Brumbaugh to save that ball from going out of bounds. 1 point, Concordia lead. Here's Conrad. Shot up and a foul. And Conrad, proud of Conrad tonight. He's staying in the game.
Yeah, and that's a move. He got called on a travel a couple times, but he did it right there, and he's going to get 2 free throws. One up strong.
See if he can make a free throw. He was 0 for 2 in the first half. Fouls on number 45, Parker, his first. And it rattles it in. Tie the game up at 27 all. 3:43. Rockhold in, Mullen out. Second Conrad free throw. Got them both, absolutely. Vikings with their first lead of the game, isn't it? No, they had an early lead. My bad.
Yeah, they trailed by 10 late in that second quarter. Now they got the lead back here late in the third.
Dylan Reed will bring it in across the timeline. Vikings up by 1. Concordia basketball. Reed looking back to it. I don't know why Reed didn't throw it. Trost was open, but he just stopped at the moment, and we'll take another turnover. 12 now for Concordia. Just 3 for the Vikings. Have we had a turnover?
Just 3. It's been an incredible game.
A full timeout by Concordia will step aside as well. Vikings up 28-27 with 3:33 left to go. Back right after this.
Smoky Valley Chiropractic. Dr. Daryl Loader has been on the Viking sidelines since 1995. A doctor with advanced certification in both wellness and sports injury management, he is the resident expert in the Smoky Valley, helping others live long, active, healthy lives since 1995.
Back at Smoky Valley Gym, entertained by the Viking pep band, the drum section up there. They've got about 10 or 12 guys in their drum section up there.
Yeah, Smoky Valley, they've always had good music department. This pep band's been awesome.
Name me off some of those guys playing such a good job on the drums.
Oh, let's see, there's Adam Tilburg up there. He's a senior. Gabe Perez.
There's a Peterson, a couple Petersons, a boy and a girl.
Peterson. There's so many of them. Okay, there's Kaisa Peterson. What's his name?
They're doing a good job anyway, entertaining. The rest of the pep band was just bouncing back and forth with their instruments in their hands. The drum section is just going nuts. Conrad Peterson making 2 free throws to give the Vikings the lead. Carson Winholtz now out of the turnover. We're going to call an illegal block on Johan Rockel. Now, I don't agree with that one either, but I haven't agreed with very many things this crew has called. But so far, it's been pretty good. Hasn't been really out of hand at all. But Johan was standing pretty still there, wasn't he?
I thought so, but
I don't know. But turnover by the foul. Team foul number 4 on the Vikings in this half. They didn't have any for a long time in the first half. Oh, threaded the needle. There was a travel. Yeah.
Vikings catch a break.
Carlgren must be, he's built like a football player. He's kind of like Conrad. He's still in the football mode. He took that off and was going for a first down there.
Yeah, and they had numbers there. It was a 2-on-1.
Hope you're listening and watching on live.smokyvalley.org. If you're traveling and I have it on the radio, get on your computer, live.smokyvalley.org. Mike Rose doing such a great job of having so many events. Oh, and Cole has it knocked away, and then the good hands by Trost to knock it away. And first Viking turnover of the half. 4 on the game, right?
Yep.
3 minutes left, third quarter. Low-scoring game, 28-27. Vikings on top. Steal, Smoky Valley. Oh, and Blake Keeble so mad at himself. They got the steal, and he saw Cole breaking away and just aired it out a little too much.
What a play by Carson Windows. Somehow get his hand on it and flick it to Blake.
Now, Carson's probably 5'5" or something, but he probably has about a 30-inch elevation at least if he got the ball tipped away. Vikings defense is outstanding in this whole ball game, but really upped it a little bit here in this third quarter. Reed double-teamed, almost threw that one away, but Carlton got it. Back to Reed. His dribble drive, shot, partially blocked by Conrad Peterson. And we're going to call a foul on Conrad. Oh, that was, I don't know.
Yeah. Good defense, but I think that's just Conrad's second.
It is, and he's been doing a great job. 2:23 left. Reed at the free throw line. He's 2 for 2. And he's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Lane back in, Chris Mullen back in, Conrad and Cole Brumbaugh taking a break. Parker, Carlgren, Rosenbaum, Owen, and Reed for Concordia. 28-28 now. And 29 as he makes them both.
Concordia's in this man defense. They've been in that the majority of the evening.
Concordia by 1. Vikings with the basketball. Blake Keeble off to Conrad or Carson Winholtz. Carson in the lane. Kick out to Blake. Blake with the dribble drive. There's a foul. Cade Snyder three-pointer. No. Rebound. Owen inside. 29-28. Reed across the timeline, double team. Now Mullen drops off the double team. Carson Winholtz just doing an excellent job of defense on their leading scorer. Here's Vignery. Gets it off back to Reed, baseline corner. He's really in the coffin corner. Wow. Carson wanted to know what he did. That's Carson's second foul. Put it in play is Owen, looking, still looking, still looking. Reed's got it, looked at a three, didn't trigger, now driving the lane. His shot, wow, I really forced that one inside.
Awesome defense.
And came up empty. Here comes the Vikings, quickly up to Blake Keeble. Blake in the lane, Blake missing. And Blake will get 2 free throws. Owen on the foul. Blake Keeble will have 2 free throws. Blake Keeble can get the Vikings back in the lead, but he misses the first. 1:26 to go, third quarter. I can't believe the score is only 28-29. Low scoring game. Second one is perfect. 29-29 at the 1:26 mark. New ball game. Here we go. Reed with it for Concordia against Carson Winholtz across the timeline. Now he gets double teamed. Gets it off to Carlgren. Carlgren with the dribble in the lane. Off to Parker. Shot blocked. Rebound Vikings. Nothing called that time. A lot of contact. Nothing called. Here come the Vikings. 1:05 to go. Mullen. Baseline block. Up and under. Missing. Rebound. Vikings come away with it. Mullen kept it alive. Carson Winholtz come and got it. Inside to Mullen. Mullen kick out to Lane Schrog. Lane on the dribble drive. Baseline. And out of bounds. Out of bounds to the Vikings. Foul on number 3. Is it Vignery? Is that right? Vignery?
Yeah.
Lane to put it in play. Looking for somebody cutting. Still looking. Still looking. Gets it into Blake Keeble. Baseline corner. And a drive against Parker. Going to bring it out and give it to Lane. Now he's got it. Here's Lane on the dribble drive. Kick out to Carson. Here's Blake. Blake Keeble drive. Blake Keeble shot. No, but he's fouled, and Blake will have 2 more free throws.
Great job by Blake there. A little bit of a head fake on the 3. Went right to the rim.
29-29. 32 seconds left, third quarter. Blake Keeble. No. Second Blake Keeble free throw coming up in a moment. He made 1 of 2 just a minute ago. Can give the Vikings the lead. And he does.
Took him 4 chances, but he does get them the lead off those free throws.
30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Concordia down by 1 with the basketball. Reed slowly across the timeline. Carlgren on the dribble from Reed. Back to Reed. Dribble drive. Shot from 12. No. Rebound Vikings. Blake Keeble comes away with a strong rebound. When Reed's not in there, they can't rebound as well. Here's Blake Hebel. Outside, 3, 2, 1. And good! Blake Hebel drives the lane, gets the basket, and the Vikings take a 32-29 lead after 3 quarters. We'll be back for quarter number 4 right after this.
People's Bank and Trust is proud to support the Lindsborg community and the athletes at Smoky Valley High School and Bethany College. I'm Ryan Biegert, branch manager at the Lindsborg location for People's Bank and Trust, a proud native of Lindsborg, and I'm ready to be your banker. People's Bank and Trust, meeting the needs of our community and always improving the way we do business. Located at 201 South Main in Lindsborg, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Vikes and go Swedes.
Back at Viking Gym, I can't believe that we held them to 5 points in that quarter.
Yeah, it was really good defensively, and they're forcing a lot of turnovers. They're doing a great job of that, and then on those turnovers, getting out and running. But, you know, Blake Hebel at the end of the quarter there, what a bucket. You know, he hit those 2 free throws, and what a bucket by Blake Hebel to finish out the quarter. They have a 3-point lead going in the 4th.
It'll be Concordia basketball to start the quarter, but the Vikings certainly ended the quarter with a lot of authority. Trost from Owen, Reed, Parker, and Carlgren for Concordia. Reed gets it back to Owen, back to Carlgren, back to Trost. Trost dribble drive on the weave, out the top, guarded by Schrog. Tips it away and steal. Lane Schrog all the way in, and good!
Lane Schrog, like a thief in the night on that steal. Picked his pocket.
Lane picked his pocket. That foul is on Trost, and that is his 4th. Or no, it's his 3rd. My bad. I got 1 extra in there. Vikings now up 34-29. And no on the and 1. 7:30 to go. Vikings lead by 5 right now, 34-29. Oh, and they turned it. Somehow Trost saved it from going out of bounds. I thought it was out of bounds over there, but he saved it from going out by the hair of his chinny chin. Carlgren will bring it way out top, and now Concordia wants a timeout. It's a 30. We'll keep this one right here. Thanking again our sponsors that help us. Harry Mallory, CNL Heating and Cooling, People's Bank and Trust, Yoder Lawn and Tree Care, Farmer State Bank, Arn Reinert CPA, Smoky Valley Booster Club, Gallant Tire and Auto, Scott's, Lindsborg Family Dental Care, Viking Auto, Bank of Tesket. Call Mari for your Smoky Valley real estate needs, and Dr. Darrell Loader and Midway Motors. We haven't talked about keys to victory, but the defense is what's keeping us in the game, and the lack of turnovers is keeping us in the game.
Yeah, I would say key to victory is limit turnovers, and they've done that, and then also doing what they do best, which is forcing turnovers and getting out and running. What a steal by Lane Schrog and a huge bucket. Couldn't convert the and 1, but nevertheless a huge bucket for the Vikings. And, you know, they're kind of in the driver's seat right now with 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter, so we'll see how they do.
7:14 remaining, 4th quarter. Vikings up 34-29. Trost will go into the backcourt, which is okay, even though he's still in the front court. They haven't had possession in the front court. Reed with it, gets it back. Vikings, what are we in now? We're zone, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in 2-3 zone.
2-3 zone. Rosenbaum with it. Schrog hassling him. Now gets it back to Reed. Now gets it back near side to Trost. Cross to Reed it goes. Old Brumbaugh comes and picks him up right away. Long 3 by Reed. No. Rebound Trost, though. Trost double teamed in the lane. Oh, wow. What a... Chris Mullen comes out hobbling. That was a clean block, it looked like to me. And that'll be 3rd foul on Chris Mullen.
That was Dylan Reed's first 3-point attempt of the game. Wasn't a great look, but he can certainly make those.
Trost, who had 7 points at halftime, didn't score in the third quarter. Their team only scored 5 points. Dylan Reed had 4 of their 5. And Trost makes the first free throw. Conrad Peterson checks in for Mullen, who kind of went out a little gimpy. I don't know if if he went somewhere to get his ankle looked at or taped up a little harder. There's a miss on the free throw. Rebound, Blake Hebel. 30, that's their first points of the quarter for Concordia, 34. Here's Lane Schrog on the draw. Oh, and he missed a dead layup. Trying to get in and get the ball stolen away, but he gets it. Good rebound by Owen. Here's Dylan Reed missing his shot and a foul. And Dylan Reed will have 2 free throws. Wow, Lane would like to have that free throw back. He split the seam there and went for the basket.
Beautiful take, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Carson Winholtz picks up the foul, his third. Reed almost automatic at the free throw line, 4 for 4. And thank you. We'll take that.
And he had a good look at the lane earlier on that take, so Vikings catch a break there.
34-30, Vikings lead. Concordia at the free throw line. Reed missed his first. It was 4 for 4. Can he make number 5 out of 6? And he does. 31, Concordia. 6:19 to go. Fourth quarter action. Vikings with the ball. Blake Hebel finally gets it in to Snyder. He had a little trouble there. A little pressure from Vignery. Cade Snyder to Conrad Peterson. Conrad way outside. Gets it over to Blake. Little 10-footer, too strong. Rebound. Conrad hustles to get it. Back to Lane Schrog. Nice hustle by Conrad Peterson. Off to Cade Snyder, top of the key. Under 6 minutes we go. Over to Blake. Blake couldn't get Cole quick enough. Cade Snyder, three-pointer missing. Rebound.
Man.
The official on the far outside called that, and nobody on the Viking crowd agreed with that call. I didn't see it. I was looking the other way.
Yeah, I think that's clearly Smoky Valley ball. Coach Snyder's going to be upset with that one.
Well, now we got a little conference with the coaches here at the scores table. I got a little question here on something on the scores table. Can't help you to find out what it is. Take off your headset and see if you can hear.
Oh. I think they're saying that number 3 might have been playing too many quarters.
Number what?
Number 3 might have been playing too many quarters.
Oh.
But Coach Snyder, I think he said he was okay with it, so.
Yeah. Concordia basketball after the Vikings turned it over. Both teams are in the 1-1. 5:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Reed with it for Concordia. Baseline drive. Up and fouled by Cade Snyder. That's okay, Cade. I'll take that foul every time. Dylan Reed will put him at the free throw line instead of having the and one. 5:33 to go. 4-point Viking lead. Reed, first free throw. Got it. He'll probably make the next 10 in a row.
Yeah.
But you make him earn it. 34-32. Second, Dylan Reed. He takes a long time to shoot the free throw. And he got them both.
It works.
Yeah. 1-point game. They've rattled off 4 in a row. 4-0 run for them. 1 point. Viking lead now. That lead is big as 5. 29-34. Under Blake Hebel looking out top over to Conrad. Conrad Peterson looking around to Cade. Cade Snyder 3. Got it!
He finally got one to go, and it's a huge one.
An Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer by Cade Snyder ends the little 4-0 run by Concordia at the 5:10 mark. 37-33. Here's Trost with the three. That's missing. Rebound. Vikings ball.
Come on
Vikings didn't. Nobody hit it. Nobody hit it.
Oh man, that's 2 possessions. But
nobody hit the ball. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It went off the rim. It's a shot that went off the rim. Nobody hit it. Nobody touched it. Nobody touched it. It's a shot off the rim. Yeah, he said Conrad hit it. Well, I guess we'll never know. It's going the other way. It looked like a couple of advantages for Concordia here. There's Parker against Conrad. Parker out top to Dowden Lee. They never had possession. I wouldn't call that a travel either. Dylan Reed on the dribble drive, missing rebound. Foul on Smoky Valley. It pointed the other way.
Yeah.
23 Concordia.
He was pushing and shoving down there on the
with
rebound.
the rebounding foul, Viking basketball.
Coach Snyder loves it as they get the ball back after some questionable calls.
Rumball will be at the free throw line. Cole's had a pretty quiet night. 3 early and then 2 in each quarter. Snyder still arguing the fact that nobody touched that. Now Cole knocks down the free throw. 38 Smoky Valley, 33 Concordia. 5-point Viking lead at the 4:37 mark. Carson Winholt's getting ready to check back in. Brumbaugh made them both. 5-point, 6-point lead now for Smoky Valley. Biggest lead of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Little break for Conrad. I'm proud of Conrad. I've kind of been hard on him with his fouls, but he's played so well tonight.
Yeah, he has. They need his minutes, you know.
Reed from Carlgren. They'll bring it up across the timeline. 4.5 minutes left to go, fourth quarter. Off to Trost. Trost gets a screen from Carlgren. Oh, give and go. Almost a steal inside the Mullen. And there's Carlgren. Nice shot. Wow.
Smart to avoid the foul there.
Only his second basket of the night. Here's Lane. Kick off to Blake Hebel. Blake Hebel dribble drive. Blake Hebel got to travel. Yep. Not bad at all. 7 turnovers.
I just have 6.
Okay.
I might have missed one, but.
Vikings by 4. 39-34. 39-35, pardon me. 4-point lead. Reed across the timeline over to Trost. Another give and go on the corner. Here's Trost driving. Double team blocked by Lane Schraub. What a hustle by Lane Schraub. What a hustle by Lane Schraub. And knocked the ball off of Trost.
Viking crowd loves it. The Viking bench loves it.
No question about that. Schrog across the timeline. Dribble drive, crossover, side of the lane. Pull out. Snyder, 3-ball. Good!
Cade Snyder struggled all night shooting the ball, but he hits 2 threes in the fourth quarter, and they're huge ones.
3:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lob inside. Carlgren, shot, good. Carlgren's got 2 baskets in the quarter as well. 37-42. Vikings
take your time here.
Feeling it right now. Cade across the timeline over to Blake Hebel. Man-to-man pressure by Concordia. Out to Lane Schraub, top of the key. Looking for Mullen, not going to go there. Still on the dribble. And the coach wants a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well. Vikings by 5. 3 minutes left. Back right after this.
Trust your Smoky Valley real estate needs to Mari Loader of Coldwell Banker Antrim Piper Winger Realtors, a Smoky Valley business owner since 1995 and a community volunteer. No one knows the entire Smoky Valley area the way that Mari does. Call her for your real estate needs. Call Mari, call it sold.
Well, you can't get much more exciting than this. The Vikings simply willing themselves and getting the youngster, Cade Snyder, a little bit of freedom to let go of that three, and he's buried 2 of them. 2 Arnreiner CPA three-pointers here in this fourth quarter. 3:01 left to go. Vikings by 5 with the basketball. Here's Carson. Almost went to the basket, but decided not to. Here's Cole Brumbaugh on the dribble drive. Cole off to Carson Winholtz, and now a foul on the baseline. 23 with the foul. That's Owen's 4th. 33. Has he been in yet? Yep, Thomas. Gavin Thomas. 2:55 now remaining. Cole Brumbaugh at the free throw line, 1-and-1. Gets the bonus.
Yeah, Cole's a really good free throw shooter. He struggled in game 1, but he's come back these last 2 games and really done well.
Second Brumbaugh free throw. Oh, just rolling out. 37. Vikings 43. Reed with it, guarded by Winholtz. Out top. Oh, and a steal by Blake Hebel. A lazy pass by Concordia.
Oh.
Wow. Reed and Winholtz went down in a pile. We're going to call the foul.
What?
Call the foul on Carson?
Wow. That's going to be...
I thought Reed was the one that initiated that contact.
I would say so.
Because when he came up, he said white ball. And then now he's giving Reed free throws. Well, you never know with this crew.
Now you're giving 2 free throws. Or I guess a 1-1. Or no, is it 2?
Carson Winholt's 4th foul. Is that 4 or 3?
That's 4. You're giving Reed 2 free throws here, and he's a great free throw shooter. That's a big call. He's going to sit here. Save him for the last couple minutes.
2.5 minutes left to go. 43-38. 43-39. Now the little guy comes in. Boy, you trade a lot of height there, but he's a quick one. Going to put a full court pressure on the Vikings. Get it into Lane Schrog. Lane will bring it up against Reed. Conrad out top with it. Over to Blake. Blake Hebel looked at the shot. Didn't go. Oh. Snyder wanted to trigger a 3. Didn't. Instead goes into Lane. Lane kick out 3. Snyder. It's too strong. No! Another 3 at the 2:13 mark. 46 for the Vikings. 39 for Concordia. Oh, and almost a steal by Lane. Here's Reed. 3-pointer. No. Rebound Trost. No! Rebound Blake Hebel. Blake Hebel with a strong rebound. Here come the Vikings. Lane Schrog with the dribble. Inside to Conrad. Up and good! Conrad Peterson, 48-39.
Vikings can feel it. They're excited here with 1:45 left, up 9.
We'll step aside as well. Vikings by 9 with 1:45 to go. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Ask for Kasasa.
Warning. Free Kasasa checking may lead to a rise in disposable income due to cashback on everyday debit card purchases, refunds on ATM fees, and elimination of so-called so-called service fees. Increased satisfaction may result while operating your debit card. If you suffer from chronic memory loss, search for Kasasa online.
This has been a financial health advisory courtesy of Kasasa. It's like money medicine for your shopping habits.
Offered locally at the Bank of Tuscan. Member FDIC.
Well, the home crowd is helping the Vikings, I believe. They're really feeling it off the energy, and especially Cade Snyder. 3 Arn Reinert CPA three-pointers in the fourth quarter. Wow.
Yeah, and he was 0 of 9 from the field until he's hit 3 three-pointers in the fourth quarter, so he's exploded, and the Vikings needed it.
Wow. 48-39, minute 45 left to go. Vikings trailed by, I you see their biggest, trailed by 10, 24-14. Reed with it in the backcourt, guarded by Carson. Carson Winholtz will put some pressure on Dylan Reed. Still drive all the way baseline. Kick out. Thomas. They're running a lot of clock. Vikings are making them run a lot of clock. There's Reed, almost a double dribble. Gives it into Carlgren. Carlgren, turn around in the lane, shot, got it to go. Carlgren with his 6th point of the quarter.
Good defense by both Blake and Lane there, staying straight up.
Get it into Conrad. Conrad gets it to Blake, and now we'll have a foul called on Thomas.
Hit your free throws and go home with your first home win of the season.
Blake Hebel. Blake is 5 of 8 so far. This is a 1-and-1, I believe. Blake has not scored in the fourth quarter, but he has played tremendous. And there's the first points of the quarter for Blake. Vikings by 8, 49-41. Second one, no. Too strong with Blake. Goes up and gets it strong.
Coach Snyder got a timeout before the foul.
Snyder got a timeout before the foul. 1:06 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout, or is it a full? It's a full. All he's got left is a full. Jared, let's take a 30-second timeout. Vikings by 8. Back right after this.
Dr. Luke Rosebrough has joined the Lindsborg Community Hospital and Family Health Care Clinic. Board certified in family medicine, Dr. Rosebrough is accepting new patients for all members of your family. Well child care and healthcare management for acute and chronic conditions. Call the clinic for an appointment at 785-227-3371. Visit lindsborghospital.org for more information. Celebrating 75 years in 2019, we are your partner in healthcare.
You're listening to Smoky Valley Vikings Athletics.
That band, section, the cheerleaders, everybody's contributed to this lead so far. See if we can maintain it for the last minute and 6 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. The fourth quarter full of emotion for the Vikings. They've done a great job here.
Viking ball out of bounds. Carson Winholtz will do the honors. Conrad has done a great job. Chris Mullen back on the bench, whatever his little ankle injury was. We hope he's okay. Trying to get it through and get it into Blake. They do. Blake with it. Blake still with the ball. Now he's got to get off to Snyder. He does. Cade Snyder on the dribble. Guarded by Reed. Under a minute we got left. Conrad gets double teamed out. Gets it knocked away. And Hebel fouled by Carlgren. And Hebel will have 2 free throws now, 10. That's the 4th foul on Carlgren. 51.4 seconds remain. Hebel at the free throw line to shoot 2. Right off the front iron, no good. Second Blake Hebel free throw coming up. Vikings by 8. Should make it a 3-possession game. And he gets it. 51 seconds left. Vikings by 9. Get it into Carlgren. Over to Trost. Bring it up. A little pressure in the backcourt by the Vikings. Make him work that clock. Reed, he gets double teamed. Gets it over to Trost. Trost on the dribble. Oh, man. And there's Lane. Good hustle by Lane. He picks up the foul. Only his second foul. But it'll be free throws coming for Trost, who made one of two a little bit earlier in this quarter. And missed the first one. And he makes the second. Rockhold out. Cade Snyder back in. 50-42. Snyder back to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh. Wow. Of all the things that they've called, now they're calling every ticky-tack little foul that's there. Dylan Reed picks up his first foul of the whole game. Wow.
I think Coach Snyder sees it as first foul. Give him a little.
Yeah, whatever that was about. Cole, perfect. (51-42). Too strong, but Blake Hebel comes up with another strong rebound. Trost fouls him. And that's Trost's fourth foul, but Blake Hebel will be at the free throw line now, shooting. He's 2 of 4 in this quarter, 4 of 8 in the half, and 3 of 4 in the first half. He's had a lot of free throws tonight. Oh, and missed the first. Killed the clock by getting Johan Rockhold at the free throw line, and he makes the second. He's 5 of 10 in this half and 3 of 4 in the first half.
It happens when you play so aggressive, get a lot of free throws.
30 seconds left, 10-point Viking lead. Carlgren, and a foul.
Fouls on the Vikings. Blake Hebel in his first personal little sin.
25 seconds remaining, 52-42. Carlgren at the free throw line has not shot a free throw tonight. First one up and too strong. Third foul on Lane Schrog. Vikings. Missed them both. Cade Snyder with the rebound over to Cole Brumbaugh. Cole will bring it into the front court, gets double teamed, going to dribble out of the double team to Carson Winholtz, and a foul on Carlgren. And that'll be his 5th, I believe. Coming in, Carlgren fouls out. Carson Winholtz at the free throw line. First free throws for Carson tonight. Good. 53-42. And too strong, but Blake Hebel with another rebound off the free throw.
That's
and
it.
They're not going to foul. They're going to pull it out and not foul. Coach, Vikings are going to win their game, their first home game. And that's class. Class by Coach Rowe not to foul at the end of the ball game. The Vikings win it 53-42. We'll be back to wrap it up here after this timeout.
There are few things more important in banking than partnering with people you know. At Bank 6, they pride themselves on being community-driven and helping customers make the best decisions with their finances. Whether it's a personal account or business loan, Bank 6 is there for you. Come see how you can secure a high-interest CD today and put the power of compounding to work. Bank 6 with 2 locations in Salina, 1900 South Ohio and 2101 East Crawford. Bank 6 is a partner you can trust. Member FDIC.
Boyd Accounting provides professional accounting services in the Lindsborg area. Call them today at 227-2589 for all your accounting needs. Wishing the best of luck to the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes.
Lindsborg Community Hospital and the Family Healthcare Clinic is growing. Construction is well underway, so we have 2 new doors for you. The clinic has a temporary entrance on the north side of the new addition. Use this north entrance for walk-in sick clinic, to get your flu shot, or to see your provider. The hospital must be entered just to the right of the former main entrance of the hospital. Use this when you're visiting the hospital for any reason: physical therapy, lab, x-ray, and urgent care. Find us on Facebook or visit lindsborghospital.org for all the latest in construction updates.
This is the Smoky Valley Vikings postgame show. Coming up, the Salina Ortho Player of the Game, scores from around the area, final stats, and an interview with the coach. This is Smoky Valley Vikings basketball on 95.5 The Rock.
Carson Winholtz with 5. Lane Strong with 6.
This is the Bank of Tescott postgame show. Generations of confidence, relationships for life. Member FDIC. Ask about their new Castle checking account in Lindbergh, Salina, Lincoln, and Tescott. And don't miss the Rockingham Media Scoreboard Show, brought to you locally by Remax Advantage Realtors, tonight from 10 to 11 on Sports Radio 1150 KSAL. Get a recap of this game, scores from the area, and other wraps from the Rockingham Media Station. That's the Rockingham Media Scoreboard Show, brought to you locally by Remax Advantage Realtors from 10 to 11 on Sports Radio KSAL 1150. Well, the Vikings come around and down by 10 midway, late second quarter, down 24-14. They start their comeback. They get it to 6 at halftime on a shot at the buzzer. I believe that was Blake Hebel that got that ball, or was it Cole Brumbaugh?
Blake Hebel's at the end of the third quarter.
This was the end of the
I'm
third.
not too sure who. I think it was Chris Mullen.
Maybe it was Cole. I don't know. But anyway, a shot at the end of the buzzer at halftime, a shot at the buzzer at the third quarter to extend their lead. They had the lead at the end of the third quarter, 32-29, and then outscored Concordia 21-13 in the fourth quarter, and an amazing victory for Smoky Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't even shoot the ball that well, only 38%. Concordia actually shot 43%, but they only turned the ball over 6 times. So Concordia's 15, and they really hit big shots in the fourth quarter. You know, Cade Snyder 3 threes in the fourth quarter after not really having a great game shooting the ball, to come out in that fourth quarter and hit big shots. And they really just played with a lot of motion. I go to that play, Lane Schrog, gets the block and then dives and throws the ball off the guy's foot, and they get the ball back. Just plays like that is why they won this game tonight. Oh, no question about that. It was a very good. It was a team effort tonight. They did so many things good, and they came away with the victory. And for them to win, they have to have team efforts like that. So it was good to see. Finish one more thing up here, then I'll get to the scores here. Vikings end up winning 53-42. And the scoring went like this. First for Concordia. They only had 4 players that scored. 5 points for Chase Parker off the bench. 9 points for Wyatt Trost. 8 points fouling out Charles Colgren. And 19 points for Dylan Reed. For the Vikings, 2-point Chris Mullen. 4 points Conrad Peterson. Give Conrad Peterson a super job tonight. Staying in the game. 4 points. 5 points Carson Winholtz. 6 points Lane Schrog. And then in double figures, 11 points, Cole Brumbaugh, and 16 points for Blake Hebel. Oh, I missed Cade Snyder. Those 3 threes for 9 points. He did an excellent job, and it was a very hard-fought, well-played, but the Vikings get their first home victory of the year, second on the year now. Yeah. We're going to do the Salina Ortho Player of the Game. Well, we got a couple of nominations. Blake Hebel with 16.
Cole Brumbaugh with 11, and Cade Snyder with those 3 threes might be an inspirational player. What is your choice?
I think I'm leaning towards Blake Hebel. He made a lot of effort plays, and I don't know how many rebounds he got on those free throws towards the end of the game that were huge. And I thought he played really aggressive. So I would go Blake Hebel, but case could be made for others.
Well, I would certainly nominate Cade for those 3 threes and Cole for his free throws down the stretch, making 4 or 6 free throws in the fourth quarter. But I'd have to agree. Blake Hebel, just sensational scoring plus rebounding, and he'll be Blake Hebel will be our Salina Ortho player of the game. So great job by him in a winning effort tonight, and super job. But Vikings don't have much time to celebrate. You got to be on the road at Heston on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and Heston's always a tough place to play, and it's really a tough week against the Heston and then Halstead. So we learned a lot about this team tonight, but we're going to keep learning more about them next week. Yeah,
they play with their heart, they play with desire, they play with tenacity, and they just continue to play so well. And so proud of these guys. Down by the score of 24-18, down 14-10 at halftime, and then down 24-18 at the halftime, and then outscoring Concordia in the second half, 35-18. So the whole second half, the Vikings played really good. Waiting for Coach Snyder to join us. He always joins us at the end of the game, but just can't say enough about how good they did. Here he comes now, so he'll join us here in just a little bit.
Yeah, and even on a night they didn't shoot the ball well, they still were able to score points and find ways to score points down the stretch. So Coach Snyder's got to be proud of their effort tonight.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting to hear his comments and hear how everybody did. One of you guys will give up. You want to give up your headset there? Thank you very much.
Yeah, should.
As we're joined by Coach Snyder, got your first victory at home and second on the year, and wow, it was interesting, but outscoring him, holding him to 5 points in the third quarter, I think was a key.
Yeah, defensively, I thought we talked at halftime about we really got a lot of really good shots in the first half. We just didn't hit any of them, and then when we started to miss some of them, I thought we did double pumps and triple pumps and sideways shots, and Cade's take to the rim late after he gets a steal from a guy that has 2 fouls, and then he decides he's going to try to go up and under with it, go up and go score. And that's what frustrated us so much, is we felt like we shied away a little bit there in that second quarter. And then I felt like at half, we just talked about the fact that it was kind of the same game as last year. They got out and jumped on us early last year. It was a war for the first 2 quarters, and I think we went in either up and just a little or down just a little. Then we came out in the third and the fourth and got after them. And I thought the couple of steals, or the score and then the steal right away to start the third quarter, really set the tone for us. Lane got the steal, was able to take it coast to coast, get a bucket, and we really started to get a few of their guys a little off balance. And then we were able to kind of take advantage. And credit to Concordia, they kept battling right back there for a stretch. It wasn't really till the fourth that we were able to get that separation that we needed. And it was nice tonight. You talked the other night that we couldn't quite get that separation. Tonight I thought we were able to push that out about the 4 or 5 minute mark of the fourth quarter and hold on to it.
Yeah, no question you did. You had some hustle plays, and I went back to the bucket right at the end of the half where you took that 8-point lead down to 6, and you got another bucket right at the end of the third quarter that extended your lead to 32-29, and so two buckets, that's a 4-point swing that if it's a half a second later, you don't get them, and those little points add up.
They really do, and every time you've got to just rely on your kids to make plays, and I did agree with that. We're down 10 right before the half, and we get the last 2 buckets of the half to go in down 6, at least creating a little bit of momentum for us to come back out, and then we get the first 2 buckets of the third to cut it to 2, and so now it's a game again. Now we feel like we're right back where we want to be. We feel like we have the momentum. I didn't see anybody scoring tonight. I don't know who led us. I didn't actually look at any of that. But
Cole or Blake Hebel with 16, and Cole with 11, and your son on those 3 threes had 9.
Well, he missed enough early. He might as well make some later. That's that Carson Byers and Snyder philosophy of just shoot it till it goes in. Yeah. That's what you got to do. But those are big threes late that he made. He was a little frustrated in the first half and knocked down some big shots late. This is this group. They run our looks. They give us a chance, and hats off to Blake. I think I don't know
offensive rebounds.
I don't know if he got 10 rebounds or not, but if he did, it was because of the last 3 free throws that he was able to get boards on, and he just continues to work. And I'll give you an unsung hero tonight. We were better in the first half and the early part of the third when Chris Mullen was on the floor. He challenged shots. He caused Reed to have to shoot the ball a little bit higher with a little more arch, and he was able to collect a bunch of boards we didn't get when he wasn't in the game in the first and the second. And him going down with an ankle was kind of a big deal for us, I thought. And hats off to Conrad, who then stepped in and played, and I thought did a much better job tonight of being able to make plays. And then, like you said, and like you said, I think Blake really stepped up and took charge of the boards at that point in time too. So, really pleased with our effort tonight. Good Concordia team. You know, we've played against Dylan Reed since he transferred into Concordia as a freshman, and class program, class act. You know, Dylan and I had a couple of words there at the end of the game, and he's such a great athlete and a great player, and we've competed against him in that squad for years in sub-state, and now we don't do that this year. So it'll be nice not to see Concordia again, but
I'm sure they're saying the same thing.
But I'm really proud of how our guys played.
Oh, they did a super job, and then you got to go from the frying pan into the fire because you go down to Heston on Tuesday.
Are they good?
They always are.
Yeah, they always are. And, you know, we haven't beaten them at their place, I don't think, since the first year I took over as head coach when we beat them there just before Sub-State.
Yeah, probably so.
And that was with Quinn Dipple and Nick Dieterding and Grayson Peel and those guys. And that was a knockdown drag-out. And they're an extremely good basketball team, and we're going to have to go in there ready to play. But, you know, like I said, I really love this group of guys. I think they compete. I think they love to have the opportunity to get out on the floor and play, and we'll just keep moving on and see what happens.
Yeah, no question about that. They're showing their identity. They're putting their trademark on this season, and we'll go from there.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Doug Snyder of the Vikings in a successful win tonight by the score of 53-42. The girls fall by almost the exact same score. They fall 57-48, but it was a fun night of basketball. Carson, any final thoughts?
Yeah, just another great game for the Vikings, and you know, you really got to be pleased with their efforts so far through 3 games, and it's going to be a fun season.
Oh, it's going to be a fun season, no question about that. Next game up, Tuesday night on the road at Heston. Game time about 6 o'clock roughly after the JV kids are done. And then back home Friday against another great team, Halstead. They won state last year in Class 3A, so we'll see what they have to bring. And then final game before Christmas will be on the road the following Tuesday at Hoisington. The Vikings split a pair here from Viking Gym. For Carson, for Jared back at the station, this is Don wishing everybody a very pleasant good night. Remember, Bethany will be on the road at Tabor tomorrow night. They'll be on there with game tip time at 5 o'clock for the girls at Tabor, followed by the guys at 7. So lots of sports coming up. And then don't forget Wichita State, K-State, KU, all 3 playing tomorrow night. And a lot of basketball going on.
Yeah, it's an exciting time right now. And, you know, college football bowl season's coming up, so good time to be a sports fan.
The Heisman Trophy will be announced tomorrow night. Who's your favorite on that?
I think you got to go Kyler Murray. Just played more important snaps than Tua.
Probably will. So take care, everyone. We'll talk to you Tuesday night from Heston.
Do you know what major TV networks, Hall of